Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. Today we're playing Unreal Tournament for the PC. This is a PC capture. Unreal Tournament was released on different consoles, namely the PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast, but we're playing the PC version after the Steam sale. Unreal Tournament is dirt cheap. I got this for $2 and felt like doing a little playthrough here to have everyone take a look at what Twitch shooters were like, not these Call of Duty squad-based, team-based stuff. And this, back in this day, it was you were on your own, and the only time you were on a team is if it was for a flag.
Capture the flag. Louder, Marco. Capture the flag.
That's pretty good. They should hire you.
Hey, that'd be a pretty good idea.
The guy from Halo is still better.
Aww.
That's true.
That's true.
So this was one of Epic's first games. Epic, who you know from also the Gears of War series. And Unreal Tournament is a first-person shooter. Back in the day, this defined how powerful your PC was, you know, depending on how well it would run and that kind of thing. It was also one of the first PC games to have a large internet-based community that, you know, a lot of following. Yeah. Right now, we're just going to be playing against some bots to get it going, because I'll be honest with you, connecting to the online servers took a while, and there are a lot of mods out there, and this gives you a basic idea. Also, you gotta consider I haven't played this game in I can't even remember how long.
Yeah, but besides that, with 2003 out there, I mean, how many people honestly still play?
You would be surprised.
You would be surprised. We jumped on the server. I was watching as he was recording this. There were a lot of people. And they were hardcore. They know this game. Like, you could tell they've been playing this for like the last 10 years.
And never played anything
and haven't
else.
touched a single thing at all. And it's the same way with Quake, which is I think they came out at about the same time, no?
Yeah,
pretty close to each other.
They're in the same realm.
You either played this or you played Quake. You know, that was the thing back in the day.
Does this one still have did this one have the link gun?
Yes, it does. Oh, well, yeah, and you'll see that in a little bit. The bots are although this bot is pretty easy, the bots are still they're still pretty challenging. The AI is pretty ruthless when you turn up difficulty setting, and they will kill you fast. You have to be on your toes in this game. Flat cannon, I think, is my favorite weapon in this particular game. I don't know, just the little particles. So this does not have regenerating health. That all the children who might be watching this, we had something called health packs, and health vials.
Over health. It's like, oh shit, I have 100% health, but this 50% extra will help.
Armor
that slowly chips away at itself.
Yeah.
Yes, and
like time.
Armor belts.
Like acid.
It's like I have 110 health for the next 10 seconds.
and no one's ever around. They're never around for you to take advantage of it.
Nope.
And unlike commonplace shooters today, you pick up a weapon and you keep that weapon whether it has ammo or not. Look, I won. I only died once. That's not bad considering I haven't played it in forever.
Oh, it's also one of those games where even if you don't see the bullet directly hitting you, you're okay with it because there was something called splash damage.
Yes. This was actually the days of where frag was still a relative term that people understood.
Yeah, rather than kills or, oh, what's your KDR, man? Ah, man, you killed 3 people, but you died like 7. Oh, you suck. Oh, no, this is frags. How many people did you frag?
Or if in this game specifically, glib. Glib. That was a phrase.
3 frags left.
You know, yeah, I didn't play this one exclusively back in the day. I think we were more Quake people, especially with Jedi later on. But
I was actually one that played this one a lot.
I played 2003 and 4 more, I think. Unreal Tournament 2003, 2004. At the time, because I had a better rig when that came out. In fact, I played this one a lot in my math class in high school. A math teacher had bought a new video card. It was one of the first ones that actually had a fan on it.
Actually, hardcore. Actually, you know what I played more than this? I think even more than 2003 was
trying to get that armor. Kept failing.
Was Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was big at the time.
You were actually in either this type of camp or the Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike is where all that team
The Half-Life
army
squad
crap.
base, yeah.
There's a link gun, Timmy, for you.
Yeah, see, the link gun was always my favorite in all of them.
Shock rifle was... I was never...
I like the
It was
shock
good. It was alright. If I got the link, though, I'd rather have the link.
Yeah.
It is a hardcore PC shooter. Now, like I said, this did come out on consoles. There is a PS2 and Dreamcast version. Both of them they're decent.
No,
they're,
I'm sorry,
they're
dude.
decent.
Let me give you an example. I tried the Quake port.
But we didn't. You didn't have the mouse. That's
The problem. If you don't,
but you can get you can get the mouse.
I know,
for it.
no. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to word. I'm trying to consider my words very carefully here. They're great games, and if you don't have a PC today that can run this, which is amazing if you don't, this will run on anything on high. Almost absolutely anything modern, this will run.
Pretty much.
Quake 3 as well. If you don't have that, and you have a Dreamcast or a PS2 and you want to play this, make sure you have a mouse.
Yeah.
You can't play this on a controller. You really can't.
The Dreamcast version, I think, is superior, actually. To the
If you have
PS2.
a mouse. If you have the standard controller, the PS2 version wins.
Yeah.
Because it has a second stick.
Well, you know, if we take it into context of the time, if you were playing these on the consoles because you couldn't afford a PC, and I mean, it's not like PCs. That's messed up. In context, in those days, I mean, PCs are still relatively expensive if you wanted to be, you know, gamer spec. If you wanted to be able to play Skyrim, let's date this video at this point. But you know, that was then. Now, you know, this game is like $3 on the PC. I got it on Steam. We're playing this off of Steam. I don't have my original copy anymore. Who knows where that disc is at? And you know, like Marco said, it'll run practically on anything. You don't need dedicated video. This will run on shared video.
This will run on shared video on high, and you can still be like recording fraps in the background.
Yeah.
With iTunes.
Yeah, your own custom soundtrack. You probably get a custom texture pack.
This is all running stock, might we add.
Yeah. You know, and considering the age of the game, what, it came out 97?
It still holds up visually
yes,
pretty well.
Still holds up pretty well for that. Even with the resolution turned up. I got this right now, although it looks scaled down. I have this turned up to 2560 by 1440. And it doesn't look stretched. I mean, it does look a little washed out. Although this video looks better than it did when I recorded it, because on LCDs it kind of... If you want to see washed out textures, if you got an old CRT, this is probably would be the best. That would be the best setup, I think. If you can play this at least on the CRT, because that's what this was designed for. But I mean, even if not, I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing to shake a stick at.
If it bothers you, there are plenty of mods and HD skin retextures that you can download for free.
Yep. Oh, all over.
There's plenty of support for this game still, I think.
Yep. Oh, there are plenty of file dumps out there for a bunch of former college kids who are probably in their 40s now, who built for this thing that reside on some FTP somewhere. Not to mention everything you can download right off the servers if you try to play online. That's one thing I really like that this game engine did that for their netcode that I haven't seen in I think any other game since. Was downloading the assets for custom mods and stuff right off the server. You didn't have to go looking for them. Or
you didn't have
like
to have them preloaded.
Yeah, I know some other engines tried, but they were never successful. They always timed out, and I know they shared resources with the server bandwidth, but it always seemed successful with this, other than the fact that it took forever if they had a lot, which. I'm gonna give you a little small snippet after this match right here. This is a semi-boss character. It's giving me a little more trouble than the other one, but not, you know, I'm playing this on normal. I'm not trying to be godlike here. Like I said, it's been forever, and I was actually struggling a little bit at first with how sensitive the mouse was. It's like, wait a minute. It's a little sensitive. I play most of my stuff on console these days. You know, the last big game we played on the PC was Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. and that required a different kind of precision, not so much shooting.
That also ran on the Quake engine.
Yeah, that's true. Quake 3.
Visually, it was probably a little bit smoother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got to do that one for the capture as well.
Quake 3 and Quake 3 Team Arena. Those are.
I mean, there's not much more to say about it. It's you have your choices of deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, other custom modes that were built in later, but you know, most.
What you could say is this was to PC what Halo was to console shooters, if you will.
Yeah, up until
the point it came out, at least, you know.
Yeah.
Because it set standards that everyone started to follow, and even Halo probably, definitely got a lot of its ideas from this.
Especially level design. There's a lot of the first Halo entry.
And then of course the game modes, capture the flag and all that.
Yeah,
although personally I prefer Halo capture the flag.
I'm not huge on capture flag in any game, although other than Halo 2, which I played it pretty heavily, this would be the second one, especially for the map I'm going to show later, the one that's in space where it's twirling. That everyone knows that one.
Yeah, Halo is like the only real game where I capture the flag I can do no problem, because I feel it's so balanced. You have a lot of these games where you would pick up the flag here and it wouldn't really affect your player model at all. Where on Halo it slows you down and it makes it a little bit more fair, if you will. That made no sense either.
Yeah. I remember I was like,
stepped into the elevator, but it wasn't down. But it was down, but then they crushed you, so that was kind of weird.
It's still, it's not that, well, it has its glitches. I love that bounce cam when you're dying. Other than the bot modes, which are still entertaining, this game was made for LAN play and online play, at least at the time mostly LAN play. You drag your CRT and your heavy box with you to wherever place you were going to play it, and you created an electrical fire hazard, and
well, even now QuakeCon,
yeah,
you have all these conventions where people go and they'll just have LANs, although keep in mind it's still about 50-50 this or the newer 2003 2004s or Quake.
Yeah,
because Quake 3 still holds up really well as well. And this has alt fire, by the way. You haven't even touched on that.
Nope. Everyone,
not to my knowledge, no one else had this.
No, I don't think so either. I think
this was unique to this.
Well, for the rocket, for example, you could fire one single shot with one, and if you held the right mouse button, it would load multiple, and you'd get a barrage, although it would eat more ammo. Other weapons had different effects.
Didn't this one also unload them like a grenade?
Yes. Oh no, you know what?
No,
I'm right. I got it mixed up. Yes.
Yeah. You can either shoot one, you hold it and it'll shoot multiple, or alt fire is it throws a couple of them like grenades.
Here we go. This is me looking for a match, and there's still quite a few ones out there. Still quite a few people playing. I had to cut there because it takes a little while. Even though I'm on broadband, if you told anyone back in the day when this came out what broadband was, they'd blow their mind. And this is that part where they're downloading the mods, and this is it having its own file checking system to make sure I'm not hacking. It won't let me do anything until it's that ACE thing is loading, checking that I don't have any files to try to cheat the system.
Which is impressive in its own right.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting, and then pre-catches, and there we go. And now I'm playing online. The speed's turned up, and this is the favorite capture the flag level. And this right here is that transmorph thing that you will watch them abuse here. No, I'm sorry, that's not. That's the cutter. Get them mixed up. Very hectic.
Let me warp here, warp here, warp here, warp here.
Yeah, it's it's I'm trying to play with people who've spent their entire lives playing this game.
Yeah, it's proven there.
And I guess that's the credit to the game. I know there's a lot of people when the game came out for $3 where they, you know, they came in and they probably had the same experience I did. This is way too hardcore for this point in my life. As old as I am now. But that's Unreal Tournament in a nutshell. For the PC, you can get it for super cheap on Steam. Please subscribe and let us know what you think. Thank you.